welcome to the Criminal Justice League. Let's call the meeting to order, please.
Commissioners Brown, absent. Harris.
Present.
Hernandez.
Present.
Herr.
Present.
McCracken.
Present.
Vice Chair Little.
Present.
Chairman Mercy, absent. We have a quorum.
Commissioner Harris will lead us in the pledge, please. All rise.
Put your hand over your heart and repeat with me, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No presentations. Let's get right into our calendar. Sheriff, yeah, I'm sorry, Kit. I was looking at Kit, thinking automatically he's first, so.
Okay, sorry.
Cap?
Okay. Commission, good morning. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. Huh?
Give me a minute before you start that.
Okay. Yep.
Good morning, Commission. Captain Paul Bartlett, Lancaster Station. As you see, Deputy Kit Groupie is back. Kit has been at Lancaster Station a long time, worked there over, 16 years at Lancaster in almost every capacity. For the time I've been there, he's worked for me in very different stages, from a school deputy to a patrol deputy to a city liaison to community relations. He took a big step in November. That's why he wasn't here at the commission to present. He went to our Sheriff's Department motor school. I think it's probably one of the most difficult motor schools, at least in California. Maybe CHP might be a little more difficult, but ours, I think, is up there. Kit passed it with flying colors on his first try. So Deputy Kit Groupie is now one of our official motor deputies at Lancaster Station. We're not going to completely miss him in community relations. He's still going to take part of that and be part of our community relations team, also on the bike. So we appreciate all his hard work and dedication at Lancaster. I have a little something for him. From his time in community relations, since somewhere around June of 2023, he's done a phenomenal job in doing some of the events that we have in our community. And one of the biggest ones that we've had the last 2 years that he was really instrumental in setting up was our open house and car show. And in September of this year, September 20th, we held our open house and car show on the boulevard. It was an amazing event. And I wanted to present this commendation to Deputy Kit Groupie. It's a unit commander commendation. I'm going to present that to him here, and he also gets a nice little pin that goes with it. So thank you, Kit, for your hard work and everything.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Pin that on your shirt when you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
you.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations, Kit.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Kit.
Appreciate it. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's a pleasure working here. This is all I know, the station. So when I say all I know, I've been a deputy 18 years. I worked custody and pretty much came straight to Lancaster, and there hasn't been a time that I've wanted to leave at all. Busy, different leadership, but it's going really well. So greatly appreciated.
Well, there's been many times we've called you on numerous things, and you always pick up the phone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you do. Are you going to continue to do that on the motorcycle?
Yes, sir. I have a Bluetooth device in my helmet, so, yeah.
Thank you, Cap.
We
Thank you,
definitely
Cap.
appreciate you, so thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
Thank you very much. Well, let's get started. Thank you again. Deputy Kit Groupie, I know all of the commissioners. For the public, if you're listening, community relations, Lancaster Station Deputy, and now motor. So I'm here to present the comm stat for the city of Lancaster for October of 2025. We'll start the 5-year and 1-year comparison, and I'll give you the updated 1-year change. And if you have questions for 5-year, I can go over that as well. We'll start out with criminal homicide in Lancaster and in the unincorporated areas. Criminal homicide in 2025, there's been a total of 13 in the city, with 6 in the unincorporated area for a total of 19. That being said, the 1-year and change from 24 to 25, homicides are down 35% in the city of Lancaster. However, with the smaller numbers and the change, they're up 200% in the unincorporated area, but for a total drop, overall average of 13.64%. If we go to forcible rape, there's 77 incidents in the city of Lancaster with 9 in the unincorporated area, which in the city, it is a 32.76 increase with a drop of 35.71 in the unincorporated area for a total increase of 19.44%. Robberies in the city of Lancaster total 241. That's an increase of 5.70%. Unincorporated area 25 with a drop at 7.41%. Station total increase of 4.31%. Aggravated assaults are at 753 in the city, 99 in the unincorporated areas for a total of 852. In the city, that is a decrease of 8.51%. Unincorporated is 4.81% with a total decrease of 8.09%. Burglaries are at 424 in the city, 89 in the unincorporated areas for a total of 513. That's a drop of 20.90% in the city, drop of 13.59% in the unincorporated area for a total drop of 19.72%. Larceny theft is at 891 in the city, 115 in the unincorporated area for a total of 1,006. That's a drop of 5.91% in the city, drop of 24.34% in the unincorporated area for an overall average of a drop at 8.46%. Grand theft autos are at 933 in the city, 180 in the unincorporated areas for a total of 1,113. That's a 15.57% drop in the city, 43.75% drop in unincorporated area for an overall station average of 21.89% decrease. Arsons are at 51 in the city, 9 in the unincorporated area. That is an increase in the city of 24.39% and a drop of 60.87% in the unincorporated area for a total overall average of 6.25%. Part 1 crimes total in the city, 3,383. 532 in the unincorporated area for a total of 3,915. That's a drop in the city of 9.98% overall, 28.59% in the unincorporated area for overall decrease in Part 1 crimes at 13.06%. Did anybody have any questions? Okay, we'll move to our arrest count for the month of October, and we'll go back to the previous 12 months. October of 24 was 321 arrests made. October of 25, we were at 412 arrests made. This notates the City of Lancaster Part 1 crime hotspot areas for October of 2025. Then if I move forward, we'll go to the actual calls for service. Hotspot areas, if we go back, I compare them. They're very similar as far as where the crimes are occurring and the calls for service are occurring. This is going to be our hotspot area for self-initiated observations where proactive police work is occurring. And if we go to that, that's it's all matching. I'm going back 3 slides. It goes back to the Part 1 crime hotspot areas, calls for service, and where deputies are proactively policing the community. We're going to go to the City of Lancaster traffic data for October of 2025. Total fatal crashes is going to be 1. Total injury crashes, 88. Total crashes non-injury is 107. There was 270 citations issued for the month and 32 DUI arrests made. And that concludes my presentation of the CompStat for October of 2025.
Any questions for?
Yes, I have one question. On the calls for service hotspot areas, October 25, for whatever reason, I would have thought that mid-city or east side calls would be more so than the west side. And that's not the case, and I'm just curious about that.
As far as,
Like, for instance, your
Potentially
observation,
why,
west
or-
side was 262 calls, mid-city was 677, east side was 177.
right, it's slowly changed, and I think in years past, Captain Bartlett will, they kind of changed the dynamic and added some cars mid-city due to the calls for service. We have traditionally, our 111 cars are on the west side, 110s are mid-city, and then the 112s are east. And based on the last probably couple of years of these hotspots increasing in these areas, we've put deputies basically in that mid-city area and broken it up more.
Can you define your 110s, 111s, 112 cars, please?
You have it?
I could just add, so if you look at the map up there, it kind of delineates, so if you look at the blue outline, that's gonna be our west side 111 cars. The green area is the 110 area, and then the red is the 111, and that's from Challenger Way East.
So that means the area, those
The
numbers mean
areas,
the areas
yeah,
that you
the
cover.
patrol areas we
Okay.
have.
Got it.
By designator, by cars that
Okay.
we staff in that area. And yes, if you look at the green area between Challenger Way and 15th Street West is the busiest area. And there is that misnomer that there's more calls on the east side. It's not correct. I have up through September the number of calls for service based on the locations. And in the east side of Lancaster, year-to-date, from January to end of September, there were 9,901 calls on the east side, 24,413 in that mid-city area, and 15,030 on the west.
One
That's
of the,
interesting.
That is, that is.
that is, one of the hotspot areas looks like it's right on K and 10th Street West.
That's one of
And
them.
that is high traffic, high businesses. Is there a correlation between the businesses and the crime, and the fact that there's more businesses there, that it's attracting a little bit more crime?
Yeah, if you look directly at, you'll see some of the hot spots. You'll see one of the red areas there to the right. That's gonna be at 20th Street East and Avenue J, and that's because it's shopping center, a lot more shopping centers there. The Walmart, the Stater
Lancaster
Brothers.
Boulevard.
Yeah, and then if you go to 10th West and K, same thing. It's gonna be one of the areas that are in red because of all the businesses that are in that area and the theft that occurs in those businesses.
And you're dividing between east and west, is Sierra Highway Division, 10th Street, what is it?
So currently, our deployment is 15th West to the west and Challenger Way to the east.
Okay.
So everything you see from the red in there is east of Challenger Way.
Okay, that makes sense, okay.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Captain.
kid.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Highway Patrol.
Sir?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us again. Without taking too much of your time, I'd like to thank you for your time and your support. This is my last month as Public Information Officer for CHP Antelope Valley. In January, I start a new assignment. I've been hired at our Southern Division offices down in Glendale. I will now be overseeing a wider geographical area, helping coordinate community outreach and a lot of what I've done here in the Antelope Valley for not only the Antelope Valley, but our Los Angeles offices, San Fernando Valley offices, and beyond. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Antelope Valley's incoming Public Information Officer, Officer Anthony Talbert. There you go, buddy.
Hello, everybody. My name's Officer Anthony Tolliver, as Jordan just mentioned. First and foremost, I'd like to express appreciation for the groundwork done by Officer Church and his commitment to continuity and transparency and communication. And it's a pleasure to meet all of you. I look forward to working with you guys in the future. So continuing, we'd like to basically provide a brief update on enforcement, staffing, and community safety efforts here in the Antelope Valley. For starters, as far as our new hirings, our new officers and stuff, over the past year since January 2025, we've acquired approximately 12 new officers that are currently off-breaking and servicing the Antelope Valley area. And we also have one trainee that is scheduled to report to the Antelope Valley area office here in just approximately 1 week, which is a further increase in our staffing for our area. As far as the enforcement data, I'd like to provide an update for that. And these updates are basically for the 2024 year and the 2025 year to date. Okay, for the CHP 215 citations, it's actually gone up by 10.2%. For the distracted violation or the distracted driving violation citations, that's gone up by 13.1% as opposed to the 2024 stats. Enforcement contacts overall have gone up by 4.3% this year. Do you have a question, sir?
Just your distraction, is that cell phones, is that, what do you?
Distracted driving in general,
Okay.
it'd be cell phones, using the cell phone, or looking at movies and stuff while
Movies.
driving, stuff like
Okay.
that. I know
Okay.
we have a lot of commuters, so people like to, place their phone up on their dashboard, watch different movies and shows and stuff like that. So we are actively engaging in that enforcement action as well. As I mentioned, the overall enforcement context has gone up by 4.3% as opposed to the 2024. Arrests overall, year to date, has gone up by 2.8%. These increases reflect targeted, data-driven enforcement, not just random activity. Focus remains on collision prevention and public safety, and it's not just citation volume. As far as the recent and ongoing enforcement actions, the CHP is actively monitoring and responding to the identified hotspots, both in collisions and crime activity. These corridors or areas are included as a State Route 138 and the State Route 14. We have upcoming seasonal enforcement actions, which basically, as winter approaches, the CHP will increase enforcement for Mountain High, Wrightwood, and the surrounding mountainous areas. This includes illegal parking, traffic congestion, DUI, and other quality of life crimes. The goal of this is to maintain safe access for residents, visitors, and emergency services during these peak winter hours. As far as recruitment goes, the CHP is nearing its intended statewide hiring targets. As these targets are met, the academy start dates, graduation cycles, and hiring frequency begins to stabilize. Pretty much it begins to slow naturally. This is actually viewed as positive news, as it indicates improved staffing levels, reduced vacancy pressure, and more consistent deployment for trained officers. Continued recruitment is still encouraged, is particularly for local candidates with ties to the Antelope Valley. That way we have further retention here in the Antelope Valley as opposed to people that are just trying to get home and stuff like that. So we are actively recruiting. As far as the community engagement is concerned, as always, our annual Chit for Kids toy drive is officially underway. Approximately 2,000 toys have been collected to date, with multiple collection events that are still scheduled. Collection sites are located throughout the Antelope Valley, and of course, we aim to benefit local children and families. We've had strong community involvement from our CHP explorers, our volunteers, and local organizations and community partners. This reinforces CHP's commitment to the community presence beyond enforcement. For local impact and the forward focus, we are continuing our emphasis on reducing serious injury and fatal collisions. So we all know we have a little issue with that. Addressing crime trends through targeted enforcement. The increased visibility is basically it supports the deterrence, the faster response times, and the stronger community trust. The CHP remains committed to enforcement, education, and community partners. The CHP Antelope Valley remains focused on proactive enforcement, data-driven decisions, and maintains strong partnerships to keep the community safe. As the new public information officer, I look forward to maintaining open communication and strong partnerships as we continue doing all we can as a community to make the Antelope Valley a much safer place overall. Do I have any questions, comments?
Any questions?
I just had a quick question.
Yes.
So you said you had, within this year, you had 12 new officers for your,
As of January,
As
yes,
of
we had
January.
12 new officers.
are you still short? How short, how many deputies are you still short for your?
So as an office or as
As of your
statewide?
office.
So as of our office, I think we're pretty near our max staffing level. I think we're at what, 50?
Yeah, currently, we're right, we have about a 0 vacancy rate
Yeah.
right now, but every 3 or 4 months, we have a transfer cycle, so we may have some transfers out, and then we don't get transfers in right away. We gotta wait for an academy class to graduate,
Right.
and then we get them.
Okay, so you're pretty caught up?
Yeah, we're pretty caught up right now, but we're still, if you look at the grand scheme
You're
of
always,
things,
yeah.
our numbers haven't increased since 1974-ish or so. Obviously, the population has gotten
Right.
much larger. So we have done a proposal to get an additional 15 officers on top of what
Okay.
we got right now. But with the budget right now in the state, there's not any extra money to do that right now. So I don't see that coming for at least a couple of years.
Okay, so we're just waiting on the state to improve,
We're
to,
waiting,
to allow that increase for you guys? Okay.
And thank
As
you
far
for
as those-
asking for
those,
it.
uh,
Thank you for being proactive
Yes,
towards that.
definitely.
As far as those transfer cycles are concerned, but we're pretty good for the most part. As officers transfer out, we usually get those positions filled fairly quick. Yeah. You're very welcome.
I see quite a bit of activity on your cars on the 14 freeway these days.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
yes.
you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, we do our best.
Yeah.
Like they mentioned, I am new to the public information officer spot, but prior to this, I've been with CHP and working in this specific valley for nearly 5 years, and you know, I've done my best, and I've worked along my partners, and I know they do their best. So
Well, you guys are doing a great job.
yeah, I really
Can't
appreciate
thank
that.
you enough. So,
Yeah,
yes.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Anything else?
Officer Church?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say thank you for hosting, you know, the DB shelter, the
Oh,
Christmas
yeah,
parties.
yeah, of course.
You
We
guys
had
are
a
awesome.
shelter
You guys
dinner
put
for
the
domestic violence
big
victims last
smile
night.
on their face.
It was
you know.
a great turnout. I really appreciate you being there, by the way. Yeah, it was a
Thank
great
you.
pleasure meeting you. Good.
Officer
Yes, sir, you
Church?
had a question for me?
Yeah, just a quick note that I want to say thank you, sir, for all you've done up here. And I know you're graduating to bigger and better things, and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And as this commission, just wanted to thank you, sir, for all the
Yes,
stuff
yes,
that you've
thank
done
you.
for the
Your,
Antelope
your
Valley.
support and everything the Valley has afforded me has kind of shaped my career and even afforded me the opportunity to kind of grow in a new position. And and you thanking me, I thank all of you for allowing me to be here with you and kind of prove my worth to the department. So I appreciate all of you. And you haven't seen the last of me. I do hope to help Officer Talavera in various ways and come up and work community outreach with him, because that's part of what we do down there is extend our hand out to the areas that we serve. So hopefully you haven't seen the last of me.
Good,
And,
good. We're
and
looking
I'll see
forward
you
to
all
that.
soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
Good luck.
Chief?
This thing's down a little bit. I guess Captain Bartlett's been up here. We love each other, so it's fine. Hey, good morning. It's good to see you guys. It's been a little bit since I've been able to get here, but we've been doing a lot. We've been really busy, and excited that last night we swore in and pinned 4 officers. I want you to understand that 2 of them were officers that were already here. They didn't get to have their pinning ceremony, but there were 2 new officers that were sworn in as well, and that was a female officer who's going to work our motor team, and then another officer who's going to be working with our enforcement team. And we've been doing a lot and keeping really busy, and we're actually processing another 3 officers now who are all headed to the motor team. So we'll have our motors numbers up to what our initial start is going to be a sergeant and 6 motors. We'll have them up probably in the next couple months. And so we're really excited about that. They've been out there getting busy and targeting and trying to come up with new ideas. We're excited about working with Kit on the motor. Love seeing this guy on the motor. That's going to be exciting. So just to kind of give you an idea, some of the things that have been going on, over the past few months, we really ramped it up. So we've done 7 retail theft operations, working with the sheriff's department. We've done 4 tap locations. We have a few more of those that'll probably come about here in a while. We've done several traffic enforcement operations, including a big one that you may have seen where we brought in 40 officers from, I think it was about 6 different agencies, and just turned them loose out there. We're going to do some more of that. We're big on the partnering and working with other agencies. That was an outstanding operation, and just goes towards sending a message that, hey, we got to have some better driving. And I want you to know, too, the other day can't remember which intersection it was, but I saw those train arm lights come down and saw like 6 cars just doop, 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 just try to force through. So we're gonna pay attention to that, because that's just crazy. And so we're gonna start doing, I want the public to know, we're gonna start addressing that. And I don't know what that ticket costs. Chippies may know, but I'm sure it is a lot. So, so we want folks to know we're coming out there. Also, someone spoke last night about the bike lanes, and I know I've seen that. So we're gonna start focusing on these folks that are driving in these bike lanes and deal with that. Let's see, as you know, we did the smoke shop. I think we did a presentation on that to you, but I did want to share that. We're working on a new ordinance right now that's going to restrict the sale of nitrous oxide in these shops. And we're also looking at an ordinance to help us deal with the products that contain marijuana. So there's a few things that are going regarding those smoke shops, and as you know, we did have a moratorium put on them so that we can get control of that problem. And then also very happy to tell you, and I know Captain Bartlett's gonna love this, we got approved for 50 more automatic license plate reader cameras last night. And we're going with, so we've got 50 flock. Now we're about to get 50 of the Plate Ranger. So they're the 2 leaders in that realm right now. And we love it because it's going to give deputies and officers access to 2 different systems now. And the Plate Ranger system is really kind of taking over the east side of the country, and they're moving west now. Flock pretty much owns the west side. Well, we want to have both. But the beauty of the Plate Ranger is not only is it quite a bit less or cheaper than Flock, it has some very interesting capabilities to it. It can pick up 3 lanes of traffic where Flock only gets 2, and it can pick up cars at 70 miles an hour, which is amazing. So, we're excited about getting those up. We're of course working with the Sheriff's Department to determine where the gaps in coverage are, so we can place them in good areas, but I do see us going east with these cameras. And the other thing about it is Flock doesn't, they don't have good inoperability with other systems. These folks will play with anybody, and they also are the same company. It's called Plate Ranger, and it's from Sound Thinking. They're the same company that we get our shot spotter from, our shot detection system. And they were so happy that we're taking them on, that they're giving us a free square mile of shot spotter.
Wow.
So at no charge. So we're increasing our shot spotter length as well. And again, we're going to work with Paul and his team to figure out where those will be best placed. So some good things truly happening there. And we're just going to continue to come up with new and exciting operations. I don't have a problem talking about our operations because I think that's part of the deterrence. I want these folks to know that are stealing these Amazon packages. We got a plan for you. We're coming. And we're going to work with the Sheriff's Department and come up with some operations to address those thefts. And over the holidays, we will absolutely continue traffic enforcement and retail theft operations. So quite a bit going on right now, and there's some homeless stuff that I can't talk about right now that I think is really going to make a difference out here as well. So that's kind of all I got, but I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Chief, has there been much pushback from the smoke shops, that ones that were in violation? Have they come to the table as far as anything, or tried to rectify, or gone on board, or what's their thinking, if any?
So interestingly enough, they haven't given a lot of pushback, but they know it's a problem. And it's funny because if you ride by some now, you'll see where they put up signs 21 and over. That wasn't there, and that's really a result of going in.
Right.
So they haven't reached out much, but we're continuing the prosecution on them, and then we're going to look at, how we control them. I mean, there's 76 of them. Definitely there's going to be more regulations on them. We're working on that already, as I said. We're not letting any more in this city. At least that's what the council has planned, because as mentioned, we got 76 of them. And it's important you understand, the way this started is they come in and say, we want to sell smoking products. We want to be a place where you can come buy cigarettes and tobacco. And they morph into this swap meet of illicit items. So we're gonna get a handle on that. But yeah, no reach back, believe it or not.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So, any additional questions?
I just want to thank all of you guys for your participation in the traffic situation, the joint effort that took place. A lot of people had positive thoughts on it. I personally thank you for it, because we know that's a major problem out here. So I look forward to having more operations like that, because I think that was just amazing, and
Thank you.
looking forward to a lot more of that. So
Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, it's working. I mean, between us, the sheriffs, CHP,
Seeing it.
the numbers Paul gave today, that's just not this month. They have been going down. And I think our partnerships are great. This is great. And I think we're headed in the right direction, and we're not going to let go. We're just going to keep pushing and keep going down. So we appreciate any input from you folks, always.
Regarding the smoke shops, I know there used to be a real problem. A lot of them would buy illegal cigarettes and sell them. Is that something you guys are able to deal with, or is that another agency?
So when we got with them, we brought, I can't remember basically one of the tax departments, the state tax department, and the health department. And so that's something where we actually dealt with them and confiscated, and they were cited for pretty much every shop out of those 30 had cigarettes that were unlicensed, untaxed.
Right.
And they all got hit for that. So that is definitely something we address and have the ability to deal with today without any new ordinances or anything else.
Back in the day when those things that was a major, major problem. That was one of the top things that was happening, that the smoke shops were, not with all this other things that they're moving forward to, is that basically they were selling cigarettes that were unstamped.
Right.
Yeah, and that was the biggest.
It's a big market.
It's a big market.
Yeah. On a side note, I'm gonna say something, I don't know if I should say it or not, but we gotta support our deputies and our sheriff's department, because these guys haven't had a raise in forever. And Paul can't say anything about it, but I will. I think this is ridiculous, having come from the sheriff's department. I don't know what it takes, but these guys are being told 0%, and that is insane, and especially for the people in this valley, because these guys work harder than anybody. In my entire 37-year career, I've never seen deputies work as hard as these guys do.
That's disturbing, Chief. That
It
is
is.
absolutely disturbing. I mean, for what, and being involved with the board that we're on, and what we see, and the reports that we get.
So that's just the county saying they're not going to give them a raise?
I'm not in the rooms, but that's probably what's happening, and they need to fix this thing department-wide. And, they've got the staffing problem that we know about, that our deputies experience. Well, you better believe that's part of it, because this is a hard job to do no matter where you do it. And when you're underpaid, it makes it even
That's
harder.
absurd. That's absurd.
Yeah.
This is the first I've heard about, Chief.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a serious.
Are we
limitation.
experiencing any of them jumping ship and going to another law enforcement agency?
I stole a couple of Paul's guys. No, actually, I think it's fair to say that deputies are leaving and going to other agencies, you know, and for better pay, for better lifestyle, because the guys in the jails, I haven't checked in a while. I haven't asked Paul, but I know I checked with some folks I know in the jails about a month or two ago, and those guys were doing 10 overtime force, you know, mandatory, 10 overtime spots a month. That's a lot. I think we're down at our station thanks to, you know, the great work our command staff is doing here. But, you know, there was a time when they were doing around 7 or 8. You guys are down to like 4 or 5 now? 5, yeah, mandatory spots. But, you know, when they make you work that overtime, it's different than when you're asking to work it.
Right.
And
Well, and
that's,
fatigue kicks in, and fatigue just creates mistakes.
Yeah.
yeah,
And the time away from their families.
Yep.
yes, ma'am.
And with the cost of inflation, it's not even keeping up. So thank you
Yeah.
for bringing that to our attention.
This can't be sitting well with our council. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Well, you-
pro, yeah.
Yeah, you know our vice mayor.
Oh,
He's-
you, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, but I appreciate you guys giving him whatever support you can, and I know Paul does as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that came from me, not from him.
I understand. Thank you, Chief.
So,
Thank
all
you,
right,
Chief.
you got it, absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
Elected office update? We have anybody? Who's here? Oh, there we go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I know you're probably surprised to see me here. I'm Anna Zarley with the Office of Assemblyman Tom Lackey as District Director. Sorry we haven't been here in a while. It's been up and down. There's only 3 of us in our office, 2 here and 1 in Apple Valley that covers over 18,000 square miles. So we've been trying to be everywhere. We do not have an update, as you know. The they've been out on kind of leave, so to speak, their vacation, but the Assemblyman and I have been all over, from Baker to 29 Palms to Big Bear to Apple Valley, so we've been all over. And the Assemblyman just wanted me to come and make sure that I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. All of you, keep up the good work. That means I have to slow down because everybody's working hard around here. So, but we just wanted to say thank you for all you do. And if anybody needs anything, we are still here at the office. We have 1 more year until the Assemblyman turns out. So this next year, he is pushing hard for public safety. He is still on the Public Safety Committee. So if anybody needs anything, they can reach out to our office. Anything for me?
Any questions?
No?
Thank you.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Katie?
This is the time to address the Lancaster Criminal Justice Commission on non-agendized matters. Speaker cards can be found on the back table of the council chambers. Individual speakers are limited to 3 minutes each unless a different time limit is announced. State law prohibits the commission from taking action on items not listed on the agenda. Thank you.
Anita? Oh, David did? Oh, I'm sorry. Does it matter? David, are you okay? Okay, I'm
Hi,
sorry.
my name is Anita Bordelme again. My maiden name is Nichols. The fraud committed against my name and my children's name and what they're still trying to obstruct justice over is insane after I sit here and listen to him. Almost all my jewelry has been robbed from me. After I go to city hall meetings and report it, my eyelashes again were cut by a female officer tied to Bakersfield and the Borgar's family and the people tied to human trafficking me through judges. I'm asking again for an investigation against Lancaster Police Station. You know, I don't know what really is going on. I was made homeless. Chase has robbed me. Infinity is robbing me. I was in a car accident January 2nd, 2025, after I reported murders that were done in Linwood when my children were there. My daughter was almost beat to death. You'll like to know that Taft is now trying to prosecute her for something else. I mean, I don't know when it ends, But if he wants to catch real criminals that are tied to my neighbors and to people involved in my case and judges, I have a lot of state's evidence. I would like the city of Lancaster to stop retaliating against me for reporting organized crime George Grants and AI Roger Johnson and J.B. Hunt. I've sued people. I was illegally prosecuted, accused of assault with intent to kill almost 10 years ago to give me a criminal record. And I'm still here. My eyelashes have been cut. You have some cops. I don't know what's going on. The amount of coins that have been stolen from my daughter, all tied to organized crime in the industry and my husband's family. But she lives well in Tennessee. They took my daughter to 10 states. One of them was New York. They brag about Donald Trump being the real Antichrist. I hope to God he is, because I'm praying for that man to come and chip you all for what you're doing to my family. I have enough state's evidence to put people in jail that robbed Silver Depot. And what happens to me? I get jumped by people, assaulted, sexually abused in my car by Chase employees. I don't know how many people you've used to use criminal. John Michael Sweet from Shekinah Worship Center. Caroline Perry has attacked me in my car. I want an investigation. My daughter's legal name was not Borlame when she was put in jail. She was assaulted by cops. They put tattoos on her chest. All a man tied to Florida and my businesses. And oh my God, Jane Seymour has a jewelry design that I have the patent for. And you're not getting away with the Lexus car accident either. Neither is Jacoby and Myers. My God, if you guys aren't getting paid enough, you should contact Keith Goosall. He stole so much money that police department shouldn't have a problem with good cops.
Thank you.
Tell that to Lamarck, the cop that was here the last time I was here.
David
Assaulted
Pohl.
my daughter in Bakersfield. She says she still has the pictures.
Vice Chair and Commissioners, good morning. I love this time of the year, and it's a pleasure to always come and see what is going on. Now, I realize that, and we just had an example of the stress that law enforcement faces, and all these things tie into, there's national trends, 20 years, hard to get people recruited, but I had this crazy idea because of a couple things, but one was our chief. Now look at this dapper drink of water here. He danced at a council meeting, and I got really excited. That's what prompted me to come up here last time and dance for you all. But this is what I'm thinking. You know, people have to have fun. And I am of the opinion that there's no greater joy than to love and respect the law. And when it works well, it makes everything better. And the men and women that protect us get subjected to so much stuff that a little bit of fun cannot hurt. So this is my idea. You watch TikTok, and people love this stuff. And as far as influencing and adding to recruitment and all of this to show, and I'm envisioning, and it's still too late to have Christmas here, but it's beautiful. But we have our Lancaster police here doing their opening number. The sheriff's deputies over here doing a few steps coming up, just trendy music to get onto TikTok to make it look fun. And I don't know who else we can get in, but the chief, if you imagine him standing there in a video in his suit looking all great the way he does, and then a quick change to him in his uniform standing there. And those are the kind of visual things that impact people. And that's what I would like to see. And I'd like to participate in it on the civilian side, coming up the middle of the dance. But I don't have any real ideas for the music or the choreography, but I think we could put it together, make a 2-minute TikTok video, and just to show how much Lancaster appreciates law enforcement and loves to participate in a lawful society where everybody can live in peace without the fear of the things that, you know, I tell you, it's hard. I live pretty much on the west side over there by the fairgrounds. And I drive here to come to meetings, and I'm not prepared for the desperation I see all along the way, homeless people. It's hard, but that's what I want to do. I want to figure out something maybe next year where we could all get together, put a little video together, and have some fun and promote our law enforcement. Merry Christmas, y'all. Thank you. And all you badass lawmen, thank you. I mean, respect.
We're looking forward to that music that you come up with.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. David, thank you, sir. Commissioner comments?
Everyone have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Likewise, oh, Jen, sorry.
I just want to just briefly say that our law enforcement, second to none, you know. I mean, in CHP, CAP, Sheriff's Department, Chief, keeping this city, the Antelope Valley safe is an endless job and a thankless job at times to you, gentlemen, and officers and men and women. So I just can't thank you enough. And what I heard, Chief, from what you were saying, our Sheriff's Department, and that's so disturbing. And I hope that we all can get together as a commission to see what we can do and what we can do to push something that would help the sheriffs up here to get what they deserve. So with that saying, I just want to wish everyone a happy holidays, safe holidays, Happy New Year. And we'll see each other next year.